Well, good morning, Scouters Mountain students and families. Welcome to Friday and welcome to Scouters Mountain Morning Messages. It's actually our first Friday edition. Last Friday wiped out by wildfires and bad air, so it's great to see all of you on this Friday morning. Hopefully you are staying dry. As I look out the studio window, there is rain all over the place on the ground, on the windows. Well, that's actually probably pretty good. We needed the rain. Welcome to Friday, September 18th. Hope you have a great Friday today, and thanks for tuning in to the morning messages. We've got lots to get to today. Schedules for next week of picking up your math book and maybe some other supplies from your teachers. All of that will be available on Monday. We'll get to that in just a moment. So, Mr. Long, what do we need to know today? Well, let me fill you in. As I said before, it is our first Friday of the school year, so that's exciting. First Friday, school officially starts at 9 o'clock every morning. You know that by now. Every morning you have your morning meeting at 9 o'clock. Usually goes until about 9:30, but now we're starting to go a little bit longer. Your teacher may ask you to stay on for a little longer or come back at a certain time because the school day is going to get longer each week. We're going to get a little bit bigger in the school year. Do you need any help logging into ClassLink to get into your Google Classroom? If you do, and I don't think a lot of you do now, as I peek around in your Google Classrooms, it's always fun for me to see your smiling faces. Now, if you see me pop into your Google Classroom, you can just give me a quick wave like this. I'll see you. You don't need to interrupt your whole class. Your teachers don't know when I'm popping in, so sometimes that's a surprise to them as they're trying to teach a lesson. So just give me a quick wave if you're on camera. You don't need to say anything, and we'll go about the day. If you need any help getting into that Google Classroom, if you're still struggling to do that, make sure you send me an email, and we try to figure that out and get you some help that you might need. As I mentioned, days will start to get a little longer next week. We'll go from just the morning meeting and maybe something else to a little bit more. And then the following week, a little bit more again as your days get a little longer. I mentioned before, you can pick up your math book and maybe some other supplies depending on your teacher, what they put in your supply bag. That's on Monday and Tuesday. Well, Mr. Long, when do we come in? I didn't think we can go in the building. Oh, well, we're not going in the building. We want your parents or another relative to drive to school, and you don't even have to be with them, student. It could just be the families. But we're going to drive in as if it's parent pickup. You're going to come around the parent pickup lane. Hopefully you have a little sign with your student's name on it so we can see right away which student we're retrieving materials for. We'll go into the cafeteria and get those and bring them back out to you. But you can come in on Monday and Tuesday. I'll give you those times and who comes in when in just a moment. You can always email me with questions. You know the email address by now. So here's the schedule. If your youngest student is in grades K through 3, so let's say you have a kindergartner and a fourth grader, that means you can still come in because your youngest student is in kindergarten on Monday between 1 and 2:30 or 4 o'clock to 5:30. Now, I understand that might be tough for families that have working parents. Maybe they don't get off in time so they can get here. But please do your best to come in between 1 and 2:30 or 4 and 5:30 to pick up your math book and other supplies. If your youngest student is in grades 4 through 5, maybe you don't have a younger sibling here, then your day is Tuesday at those same times, 1 o'clock to 2:30 or 4 o'clock to 5:30. Now, if you can't make it on any of those times, you can always come in later on during the regular school day. It's usually 7:30 to 3:30. We're here. You can come get that math book, but you're going to need it as soon as possible because starting on Wednesday, some of your teachers will start to use that math book to teach lessons. So it's nice that you have that at home. So there's the schedule right there. If your youngest student is K through 3rd, even if you have a 4th and 5th grade sibling, that's fine. Come in on Monday at those times. If your youngest student is 4th and 5th grade, then you come in on Tuesday at those times. But of course, we'll accommodate you when you're able to come in. Please come at a time that works best for your family. We'd love to see you. It may be a little slow. We'll see what kind of turnout we get. But I imagine if we have lots of families with youngest students in K through 3rd grade, it may get a little backed up. Do your best. Be patient. We'll be fast. We'll run right into the cafeteria where all of your materials are lined up, and we'll bring them right out to you in the pickup lane, the parent pickup lane. All right. Hope to see you on Monday or Tuesday for that. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always email me. There's the email address right there, longc@nclac.k12.or.us. Now, sometimes I joke with you and say, hey, you don't know what that C stands for, but if you look at my picture right down here, I guess it kind of does. It says my first name right there. So that joke doesn't work anymore. You know what the C stands for. Even though you call me Mr. Long, you can see right there what my first name is. All right, let's move along. Did you know that it is now Hispanic Heritage Month, a very special month that we want to celebrate here at school for the next 30 days. It goes from September 15th to October 15th. We want to celebrate those of you who have relatives and family members who come from Spanish-speaking countries. And I learned there are 21 of them in the world. But we have lots of students in our school who come from Hispanic heritage, which is really cool. Some of them know how to speak Spanish or cook Spanish foods and know all about the Spanish culture. We're going to celebrate that throughout the month. And I'm going to use these morning messages to give you a few facts about Hispanic Heritage Month and about many of our families who come from Hispanic backgrounds. We want to make sure that we celebrate everyone at our school. So this month is Hispanic Heritage Month. So what do we need to know about Hispanic Heritage Month? Now, this looks a little long. I'll read it to you. Look at that guy off to the side. That is a former president. His name was President Johnson, and he decided in 1968 that the Hispanic culture should be honored, and he declared National Hispanic Heritage Week. So in 1968, they started Hispanic Heritage Week. We, of course, celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. We'll get to that in a second. A little bit later on, 1974, well, Mr. Long was born, but he was pretty little at that time. President Gerald Ford, another one of our former presidents, proclaimed that schools and organizations were required to recognize Hispanic Heritage Week. So in 1968, President Johnson created National Hispanic Heritage Week. President Ford, about 6 years later, said that schools need to recognize that. And then in 1988, oh, that was a glory year for Mr. Long. He was a teenager at that time. President Ronald Reagan at that time, he said, in order to draw even more attention to the Hispanic culture and celebrate them even more, we need to extend the festivities from 1 week to 1 month. And we've just started Hispanic Heritage Month. So we honor Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th. So really 3 presidents were involved in that. The one on the picture, that's President Johnson. He started it as a week. President Ford said it should be done in schools. And President Reagan in 1988 said it should be an entire month. So we want to celebrate our students who come from Hispanic heritage, maybe from a Spanish-speaking country, and we want to celebrate all of them. And if you are a student who comes from Hispanic heritage, share that with me. You can send me videos. You can send me photos. We'll make sure to add them to our morning messages as we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month here at our school. More Hispanic Heritage Month facts are coming next time as we celebrate it throughout this month, September 15th through October 15th. Who in the world has celebrated a birthday recently? Now, I told you last time during the morning messages that I kind of messed up. When I started the morning messages for this school year, I started on September 8th when the first day of school was. I should have started on the first day of school. So let's make sure we recognize those people, on the first day of the month. So let's recognize those students who celebrated a birthday in September before September 8th. They kind of got ripped off at the beginning. I didn't recognize their birthday, so I want to make sure and do that. So Tatum, happy birthday to her, even though it's been a couple of weeks now. Tatum from 3rd grade, who is new to our school, celebrated a birthday on September 1st. Zachary Maxwell, who is now in 5th grade, celebrated a birthday on the 4th. Taven celebrated a birthday on the 5th. And then Lucas Callahan, one of our newest kindergartners, whose arm is in a sling. He's doing distance learning one-handed and doing it nicely. Lucas, his birthday was on September 6th. And then Drew Hamlin went to double digits on September 6th as well, right before school started. So we want to make sure we recognize those students who didn't get recognized in week 1 because Mr. Long kind of messed up. He should have started at September 1st. He started with the first day of school. Who's celebrating a birthday this week? Well, that's a good question. Let's take a look at who has celebrated a birthday this week. Anna Lucci from 5th grade, who is new to our school. Welcome to our school. Hope you've had a good week, Anna. She celebrated a birthday a couple of days ago, as did Uzo, who lives right over here, right down the road from school. Happy birthday to both of them from a couple days ago. And today, look at that, little brother Chima has a birthday today in kindergarten. Happy birthday, Chima. And Tyler Winnicky, another one of our newest students. We're happy that he is a part of our school. Happy birthday, Tyler. It is today, Friday, September 18th in 3rd grade. Happy birthday to you. I'm sure Miss Matthews knows about that, and you'll be celebrating that during your morning meeting today. So happy birthday to all of them. We'll get to next week's birthdays on Monday's show. So remember my last challenge to you. Let's take a look at that one. I said, now that school has started, what is a favorite thing you did over summer break? Wow, if you look outside today, it doesn't look like summer break anymore, does it? Send Mr. Long a picture or a video of your favorite part of this past summer. Now, I got lots of submissions. Always love getting emails from you, whether they're pictures or videos or just notes, or you can create a little Google Docs page. That's what one student does all the time. I'll show you that in just a moment too. So let's see what some of our students sent in. There's the Amami girls. Look at those sisters. So Hayla on the left, Nova on the right, celebrating some time. It looks like at a river. It could be, that's probably the beach. That is the beach. I see the ocean in the background of Sohaila there, as Sohaila's building a little sand castle or a hill there, and Nova is burying herself in the sand. So they had fun at the beach over the summertime. Looks like a great time, and it looks like it was warm, and look at the clear skies at the beach. So a good time for the Imami sisters. Love to see those pictures. Some other beaches, I don't know if that's a river or the ocean, but Rudy is enjoying it over there on the left. Look at on the right, that's one of our new fourth graders. That's Telly and her new dog. They're on a road trip through the Midwest, I believe they were on it. So they're in their RV cruising around, had time to take a picture and send that to me. Look at that little doggy right there. I know that they are taking care of quite a few animals between Telly and her cousins who live very close to each other. Great to see that picture. And that's big sister in the background. I know her too. She's trying to stay away from the photo, but I know who that is. Great to see her as well. Great picture. Nice to have Telly as a part of our school. We're glad she's here. Let's move on. There's Jordan. Jordan is in fourth grade, and she is doing, I think, some mining for gold. She was on a road trip taking her sister to college, and either on the way there or the way back, they stopped in Wyoming, and she's mining for gold right there. I wonder if she came up with any gold. Jordan, did you come up with any gold in that picture? That's a great photo as she was enjoying some time on a road trip, as was Telly, as I'm sure a lot of you did during the summertime. And then I told you that sometimes people send in a little document to me. Kate Jansen is great at this. She's now a fifth grader, and Kate sent me this document. Now, sometimes in order to make it fit, I have to take a picture of it. So here it is here. She made this. Her favorite summer memory of 2020. Looks like she's at a lake or a river of some kind. There's a dock in the background, celebrating with probably some relatives there, having a good time in the summer. So that's a great picture from Kate. Thanks, Kate, for sending that in. Remember, you can always send those in, or you can send videos. Check this out. Not only did Lucas send a video, he sent it in slow motion. Check out one of his favorite summer memories. Watch this. There he goes. Now, here goes the red rubber ball. Can he catch it in midair? Yes! And into the pool he goes. Great video from Lucas in fourth grade as well. I love it as he went into the pool. You may have seen Lucas diving into the pool during our video as well, the video with the new kids on the block that Mr. Long put together. Lucas made an appearance in that one and dove into the pool. So he had quite a bit of fun in the pool over the summertime. So what is our new challenge for over the weekend, you may be asking? Well, let's take a look at it. As I said before, there are 21 Spanish-speaking countries in the world where the main language is Spanish. How many can you name? Now, it's okay if you need to Google that or look that up. You can certainly do that. Email Mr. Long a list of your answers, or send a picture of you holding your list, or maybe you want to send a picture of you pointing to a country on a map or a globe. Maybe Kate will do a document with some of the countries listed on it. You can do whatever you like. Maybe you want to send me a video of you reading off some of the countries that speak Spanish as its main language. Now, we do have lots of Spanish speakers in America, but Spanish not the #1 language in the United States. But there are 21 countries where Spanish is the main language spoken. How many can you name as we continue to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month? So I'd love to hear your videos and pictures and whatever you come up with on that. Where do you send those to? Of course, you send them right there to longc@k12.or.us. All right, time for Name That Scouters Mountain Elementary staff member. Here were your clues from last time. Classroom on the second floor. Now, I know I realize this is a little tough for the kindergarten and first graders, and for those of you who haven't had a chance to come into our school yet because you're a new student. This person's classroom on the second floor. Favorite type of music? Country music. She likes the country twang. Favorite hobbies include swimming and walking. Now, swimming, that's an important one because, and we'll get to that in a little bit, her favorite snacks are nuts and gummy bears. Now, I would eat both of those. Sometimes the favorite snacks are like fruit and vegetables and healthy stuff. Mr. Long's not very good at that, but nuts and gummy bears I would eat. Here's your big hint. She participated in a school video last year from her pool. And as I thought about it, we actually had 2 teachers who did this. One of them was floating in a little floaty in the pool. This one was actually cleaning the pool at home using a blower with headphones on. She meant serious business. That, of course, was Miss Matthews. A lot of you sent in that answer, some of you from her class. And there, let's take a look at Miss Matthews. Here's what I was talking about. Look at what she sent in last year as part of a video. You can hear the blower going. She's got the headphones on. She is hard at work right there, Miss Matthews is. Whoa! We surprised her with the picture, with the video, too. Great job for Miss Matthews. Who solved that mystery? I think a lot of you did, but only a couple of you sent in the actual answer to me, and that is Jackson from 4th grade. I can always rely on him to send in the answer, and Kate did as well. Great job to those two. Soon, I will be coming up with how we want to do Howl tickets this year. For those of you who are new to our school, Howl tickets are kind of our currency. They're kind of our money that we have for turning in things. You get those for being safe, kind, respectful, and responsible. Then you can turn them in for certain privileges here at school. But because we're not at school, that makes it a little tricky. So Mr. Long's trying to figure out how to best do that. So we'll come up with that very soon. But great job by Jackson and Kate for sending in their answers to me. They knew it was Miss Matthews. But are they going to know who the next Scouters Mountain Elementary mystery staff member is? Let's take a look at the clues. Classroom on the 2nd floor again. Okay. Favorite restaurants are Subway, Jersey Mike's, Chick-fil-A. So this person must like sandwiches. Subway, Jersey Mike's, Chick-fil-A. Favorite hobbies include exercising and reading. Favorite snacks, nuts, chips, and fruit. Well, I could go with the nuts and the chips. Not so much the fruit, even though I should. Here's your big hint. And if you're part of this person's class, you might know this. Or if you had this person last year, you might know this. If you don't, give it your best guess. But this person adopted a brand new fluffy black puppy last spring. And that puppy is not so little anymore. This person has brought in her dog, and that dog's gotten a lot bigger in the past few months over the summertime. So who is that mystery staff member who adopted a brand new fluffy black puppy last spring? Classroom on the 2nd floor. I wonder who that could be. If you have a guess, make sure you can send it in to me, because I'm not going to tell you right now. There's the email address to send it in to me right there. Think about that over the next few hours or over the weekend and give me your answer right there. And as always, we wrap up today's show with our joke of the day. And the joke of the day comes from Olivia Hageman from 1st grade. Olivia, who dyed her hair orange over the summertime. I love the new look, Olivia, looking good. And Olivia asks, what did the cat think of its house? What did the cat think of its house? What would a cat think of its house? It's a little furry. Meow, it's great. What would a cat think, Olivia? And the answer, it's perfect. Of course, because cats like to purr, so the house must be perfect. Love that one, Olivia. Great joke. If you have a joke of the day, make sure you send it in to me, or you can always send a video of you telling it to me. That's even more fun. So you can email your jokes to me or send a video of you telling it to me. Get a family member to video you telling that joke, and then I'll pause it before you actually tell the answer, and we'll make sure we get it on the air for all of you. You can send those right there to that email address. You know that by now. And that about wraps up today's show. I hope you have a great day today. It is Friday, September 18th. Our first Friday of the school year, weekend ahead. Hopefully it dries out a little bit and we have some time to enjoy outside, because I think the air quality is getting a little bit better where we can be outside again. Wanted to compliment all of you and our teachers on a great first full week of school. You have been awesome students. I know this is not what anybody planned, to be doing all of school in front of a screen, but you are doing a wonderful job. Keep up the great work. And thank your teacher once in a while. They are learning how to do this just like you are. They've never taught school completely on a computer either. And I'm so proud of all of them. Proud of you and proud to be a part of this community. Have a great Friday, everyone. And we'll see you again right back here on Monday.